back to the most news in the morning. You probably noticed on your last trip to the grocery store, maybe you didn't. I did, though. I got to tell you, Tropicana dropped its well-known carton that we've seen for years, the one showing an orange with a straw in it, and instead opting for a more understated look. It was just a simple glass of OJ. But apparently many consumers hated it, and Tropicana's feeling the squeeze. Lola Ogunaki has more this morning. You got to scratch your head with all the things to worry about in the world, but I thought it was a different drink. I didn't even know it was still Tropicana's orange juice.
A lot of people thought it was a different brand. They launched this in January, and they really thought it was going to take off. You know what the old one used to look like, the orange with the straw in it. It was an iconic image. It's been around for decades. They launched this new one. They spent $35 million on the ad campaign alone, Kieran, and it bombed royally with customers. Not only did they not like it, they voiced their opinion on the internet. We went online to find some of the more angry comments, and people were not shy at all. One fan of the old look, she wrote, "I would never buy the new packaging. It looks like a generic 100% OJ brand. Where is the orange and the straw? I love that image." Another had this to say, "True story. When I first saw the packaging in the store, I thought I was on candid camera. It's horrible." And yet another person said, "I've been a huge fan of Tropicana for years. I'm even a fan of it on Facebook," which is kind of weird, but the new packaging is terrible.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is, I thought the same thing. I thought it was just a generic brand. I thought they had switched it up on me. It's just funny. You realize how subliminal advertising is, because something didn't seem right to me. I couldn't find, wait, where does it say pulp free? Where does it say some pulp?
I spoke with a marketing expert about why they would even bother to make a change like this, and here's some of what she had to say.
Okay, let's hear it.
What is it about this that has caused such a furor? What's wrong with the new packaging?
Well, they had a perfectly wonderful package. The straw was coming out of the orange. What says purity more than the straw going straight into the orange? And then they put this glass of what looks like kind of diluted orange something, and it just doesn't look as healthy. It doesn't look as pure. The other thing is, if you want to find out if there's pulp or calcium, you got to read fine print. It used to be you walk by and it went, "No pulp, some pulp, calcium with pulp." Now it's like somewhere calcium, somewhere. That's what people want to know. They don't want to know it's 100% juice. What else could it be?
But do you think it's interesting, especially right about now, that consumers are worried about something that appears to be on the surface so frivolous? Like, who cares about the packaging?
Here's the point. People feel powerless. They feel like they can't control anything. They can't control the state of the economy. They can't control the housing crisis. But they can control what's on the package of their orange juice. So they can go in, they can write in, they can blog, and you know what? It gets changed, and people feel empowered.
So empowered, Kieran, that Tropicana released a statement yesterday. They said, "We heard our consumers and we listened. We appreciate their love and passion for Tropicana, and when they told us they missed the look of their Tropicana, we responded, and we're bringing back the original." The original comes back on Monday, Kieran. So.
Although the one thing I did like about the new one is that instead of just a plain old orange cap, it's a little mini orange that you use to close it back up again,
guess what,
right?
Kieran? You were not alone. They're keeping that because consumers did like that. But everything else, going back to the original.
Hey, you know what? $35 million down the drain, except they've got a lot of free advertising about this, right?
Sure. The cynics say, is this a giant publicity stunt? I don't think so. But obviously, we're talking about it, and I'm about to drink some Tropicana.
Cheers.
How about you? Cheers.
Thanks, Lola. 58 minutes after the hour.